People used to treat me like I was nothing, a mere speck of dust in a world filled with privilege and power. I was just a kid from the neighborhood, working hard at my father's small auto shop when I stumbled upon her. Samantha Vale, a brilliant CEO brought low by circumstances. There she was, stranded in the unforgiving Colorado desert with a flat tire that mirrored her precarious situation. I approached her, my heart racing with a mix of nerves and curiosity. "Need a hand?" I offered, questioning if I truly belonged in her world of luxury. Our initial interactions danced around the stark contrasts of our lives. Samantha, polished and poised, yet vulnerable beneath the surface, opened up about her fall from grace, while I masked my doubts behind a warm smile, calculating each moment under the weight of societal expectations. I felt like an intruder in her realm, especially when Gregory, the snobbish board member, looked at me as if I were a nuisance. But within that chaos, a spark ignited. As days turned into shared plans for a community center, our connection deepened, tethered by struggles and aspirations. Yet, at a glitzy gala, reality struck hard. I felt the tension, not just from glances and whispers, but from Samantha's torn loyalties. Would she choose her past or the promise of something genuine? This moment marked our turning point, a test of conviction and vulnerability. Fast forward, standing at the new community center's grand opening, Samantha took a breath and declared her love for me. The weight of her words heavy yet freeing. In the face of naysayers, we became a symbol of resilience, teaching the world that true worth knows no boundaries. Today, I reflect on how love, purpose, and community reshaped our lives. A powerful reminder that anyone can rise from the ashes of prejudice and come out shining. "Hoodie, what do you think you're doing?" Gregory's voice sliced through the gala's chatter, the room turning to them. Marcus blinked. The opulent crystals overhead reflected his unease. "Just trying to grab a drink. No harm done." "Right," Gregory snorted, his smirk razor sharp. "I assume you're here for the free catering. This isn't your kind of crowd, my friend." The laughter that followed rose like a wave, crashing over Marcus. Samantha stepped forward, her cheeks flushed. "Gregory, that's not—" "Oh, please, he's just a charity case. Keep it in perspective. We all know the help isn't welcomed at our events." His voice dripped with condescension. Marketing charisma twisted into disdain. Marcus's heart raced. "I helped Samantha with her tire," he shot back, frustration sparking his voice. "That doesn't make me less than. It makes you a distraction, nothing more. The board isn't here for your sob stories." He leaned in closer, eyes cold. "This is business, not some fairy tale. We don't need your kind spoiling our fun." The laughter shifted, a sharp contrast to the earlier elegance, and felt like knives against Marcus's skin. Betrayal twisted in Samantha's eyes as she hesitated, caught between fuming indignation and the tension in the air. "Gregory," she said weakly, "stop." "Truth?" He turned from her, waving dismissively at Marcus. "This isn't your place and you'll never belong here." The crowd buzzed with whispers, their veiled judgments invisible but palpable. Just standing there, Marcus felt every layer of their privilege pressing down like an anchor. Disheartened, he swallowed hard, the weight of their scorn heavy in the room. It was clear the board's perception of him was already set in stone, no matter how far he reached for the sky. Marcus, his heart heavy with quiet endurance. Each moment felt heavy under the weight of expectations and judgments, the snide remarks echoing in his ears. Where he was born, the color of his skin. He pushed back his anger, choosing to listen, to serve the community that often overlooked him. Yet frustration brewed beneath the surface, a slow burn waiting for the right spark. And then came the chance encounter. Samantha Vale, the glamorous figure with her flat tire, stranded under the blazing Colorado sun. He approached, offering his help, and for a moment the world felt lighter, the air crackling with an unearthed connection. But that glittering moment was fleeting, a thin veil draped over their stark realities. At the gala, the atmosphere turned cold as Gregory's sneer sliced through the crowd. "Who let you in, mechanic?" he scoffed, laughter rippling through the elite circle like a contagion. Marcus clenched his jaw, the mocking tones wrapping around him like a barbed wire. Samantha stood frozen, torn between worlds, her eyes darting uncertainly between Gregory and Marcus. In that moment, a suffocating silence enveloped him, punctuated only by the muffled hum of a world that never seemed to have space for him. The frustration boiled over during their next conversation. Samantha's apologies rang hollow, her hesitation revealing the walls she still needed to dismantle. "I'm scared, Marcus. Scared of what people think," she confessed. But her vulnerability only deepened his resolve. He had been quiet too long. As he stepped back, the simmering anger ignited. A flicker of something raw and powerful began to surface. This was the tipping point. He couldn't stay silent anymore, not for her world nor his. Marcus leaned against the wall of the new community center, the warm sun highlighting the determination etched on his face. "We're finally doing this, huh?" he murmured to Samantha, who stood across from him, smiling, her eyes shining with hope. Together," she affirmed, her voice steadier than before. "I want to show everyone that this isn't just a project, it's our future." When Gregory sauntered in later that day to survey their progress, his condescending grin only reaffirmed Marcus's resolve. "You still think you belong here?" Gregory taunted, folding his arms. The tension crackled in the air. Marcus met his gaze head-on, a calm confidence radiating from him. "More than you think. This place is about empowerment, not elitism, and the community is behind us." With a flicker of shock in Gregory's eyes, Marcus felt a surge of victory inside. It wasn't just about him anymore. This was for everyone who had been dismissed or belittled. Samantha joined him, her hand brushing against his. "You can't silence us, Gregory. This center is a testament to resilience, and we won't back down." Gregory scoffed, but the strength in Marcus and Samantha's unity left him visibly rattled. As the days went by, small victories accumulated, support from local businesses, positive press, and most importantly, tangible progress in the center. During a planning meeting, Marcus spoke up, his voice steady, every word a declaration. "This center isn't just bricks and mortar, it's a safe haven, a place for dreams, and we're going to make it happen." Marcus thinking with us for this. The Marcus and Creation Creative Dream Ship for a good step them to do. Reporting the left time back, the community required join the centers, the fried out to cold Heim of a community center. Marcus consider and the contents Annapolis. Marcus or these wrongs mouse cloud and then create. The stage, the shone, the sun caught her hair, creating a halo that illuminated her smile, and he felt the warmth of her affection wrapped around him like a familiar blanket. "Today marks not just the opening of a center," she began, voice clear and confident, "but a testament to community, love, and breaking down barriers." Glancing at Marcus, she continued, "I'm so grateful for Marcus who taught me the true meaning of strength and resilience." Each word stirred the crowd, a ripple of admiration drawing them closer. Disregardfully, Gregory scowled, arms crossed, eyes narrowing as whispers trailed behind him like smoke. He'd arrived, expecting to spoil the festivities, convinced he could somehow belittle the moment. But with every cheer for Marcus, every applause for Samantha, he felt the ground beneath him shifting. This wasn't his world anymore. These were not his people. Flooring faced the audience, and the atmosphere shifted again. "And I don't care what anyone says about who we are," she declared, tone resolute. "What matters is what we're building together." Gasps filled the air as the crowd erupted in supportive cheers. Gregory's features twisted in frustration, his smug facade unraveling as the realization of his defeat struck. With a flourish, Samantha held up Mia's letter, a simple piece of paper that had ignited their project and now their love. "These kids deserve a chance to dream, and I won't let anyone take that away." Her eyes blazed with determination, and alongside Marcus, she drew the audience into her vision. The energy surged, filling the space with hope. And Gregory, he retreated into the shadows, silenced by their unity, his power over them diminished. The crowd's laughter bounced off the walls, and Marcus couldn't help but beam, feeling the shared pride of triumph undulating through him. In that heart-stopping moment, justice wasn't about revenge. It simply was about unmasking falsehoods. As white sleeves waved in applause, Marcus and Samantha locked eyes. His silent, victorious smile mirrored hers, love prevailing over prejudice, a community rekindled in hope, while the champion of old ideas slinked away, exposed and sidelined. As I stand at the threshold of the community center we built together, I can't help but look back on how far I've come. From a young man with dreams shaped by the sun-scorched earth of the Colorado desert to a partner with Samantha, working to create space for others like us. It wasn't easy, overcoming the whispers of judgment and the weight of social barriers, but every challenge molded me into who I am today, stronger, wiser, yet still as human as ever. When Samantha stood up for our love in front of everyone, it wasn't just a victory for us. It echoed hope for anyone who feels cast aside or underestimated. So I ask you, what would you have done in my place? Have you ever faced judgment for being true to yourself? I'd love to hear your stories. Share your experiences below. Tell me how you've navigated the complexities of power, bias, and justice in your own life. Together, let's create a space for sharing, understanding, and uplifting one another.